In today's video we will discuss the top 10 most famous cars in movie history. Please make sure you subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. New videos release every Monday through Friday. Number 10. 1959 Cadillac Miller Meteor, Ghostbusters. The film Ghostbusters reached cinemas in 1984, the same year the original Macintosh went on sale. In this film, there was one vehicle the Ghostbusters relied on to get them from one place to another safely and efficiently, the Ectomobile. The Ectomobile was essentially a reskin 1959 Cadillac Miller Meteor station wagon. Without all the Ghostbusters equipment, the Caddy was already cool, but with all of it added, it looked like the most versatile estate car ever. Number 9. 1964 Aston Martin DB5, Goldfinger. James Bond and Aston Martin are synonymous with one another, and it all started way back in the day with the 1964 film, Goldfinger. This Bond film showcased the iconic 1964 Aston Martin DB5 for the first time, and since then it's appeared in many other 007 films. Although the Aston Martin DB5 was one of the most beautiful Aston Martins ever built, the specific one used in Goldfinger was unlike any other car at the time. Behind its front indicators hid two machine guns, one on each side, its rear windshield had a bulletproof shield, and its number plate could flip around too. Number 8. 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1, John Wick. Now, this is a rather peculiar one. In the 2014 film, John Wick, the main character, John Wick, obviously, drives a late 90s Ford Mustang. The irregular fact surrounding this muscle car is its name. In the film, John refers to the Mustang as a Boss 429, but in reality, it's a 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1. We're not going to butcher them for the details, but it's interesting knowing that they decided to act as if the Mustang was a boss just so it could fit better with Wick's personality. Number 7. 1970 Dodge Charger R/T, The Fast and the Furious. We finally reached our first Fast and Furious car, Dominic Toretto's 1970 Dodge Charger R/T from the first FNF film called The Fast and the Furious. There are very few cars that strike fear into Dom's heart, but this Charger he and his dad built, it's a monster. Although there's still an endless amount of inaccuracies between the Charger used in the movie and the real-world example used, we couldn't care less. Dom mentioned that the Charger has a supercharged V8 and sends 900 horsepower to the rear wheels. Number 6. 1977 Lotus Esprit S1, The Spy Who Loved Me. Another Bond car, only this time around it's even more modified than the aforementioned DB5. This white supercar-looking vehicle is a 1977 Lotus Esprit S1 that received its fame for starring in the 1977 film, The Spy Who Loved Me. What made this Lotus famous in particular is its amphibious personality. In other words, the Esprit can turn into an underwater submarine by sucking in its wheels and growing fins, in turn making it possible to swim around like a fish. Number 5. 1981 DeLorean DMC-12, Back to the Future. The DeLorean DMC-12 is one of the worst sports cars ever made, but that did not take away any sense of its cool factor. For example, the 1981 DeLorean DMC-12 used in the 1985 film, Back to the Future reached 88 miles per hour in a short distance before blue sparks started emitting. In the real world, however, the DMC-12 takes more than 10 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour. Regardless of its rear-world possibility, the DeLorean DMC-12 stays one of the most recognizable cars ever. Number 4. 1994 Toyota Supra Mk4, The Fast and the Furious. You knew it was coming. In the first Fast and Furious film, alongside Dom's Dodge Charger, Brian O'Connor falls in love with this orange 1994 Toyota Supra. Apart from the attention-grabbing paint job and graphics, its 2JZ GTE is also upgraded. While the exact power figures never get mentioned in the film, it's safe to say this Supra packs a serious punch. After all, it absolutely wiped the floor with a black Ferrari F355 Spider. Number 3. 2006 Aston Martin DBS V12, Casino Royale. For the last Bond car on our list, we have the famous 2006 Aston Martin DBS V12 from the 2006 film, Casino Royale. In the real world, the DBS remains one of the most timeless cars to ever exist, And that's not even taking into consideration its 510 horsepower 5.9-liter V12. A few key upgrades of the DBS movie car include an emergency medical aid kit, a hidden weapon compartment, and an obscene reinforced chassis. Albeit not the most military-ready Aston featured in Bond movies, it remains the go-to Bond car, apart from the DB5 of course. Number 2. 2007 Chevrolet Camaro, Transformers, Bumblebee. Whenever a yellow 5th-generation Chevrolet Camaro drives by, especially if it has black hood stripes, everyone immediately assumes that's the aloof Autobot, Bumblebee in disguise. This connotation is all thanks to the 2007 Transformers film. Although the 5th-generation Camaro only came out in 2010, Chevy supplied the Transformers team with a prototype, and it worked miracles for the marketing department. Number 1. Lighting McQueen, Cars. I hope you enjoyed our breakdown of the top 10 most famous cars in movie history. Please comment below for any famous movie car you think we missed. Do not forget to subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. And new episodes release every Monday through Friday.